outlasting the bear market and the drip network. Let's get into it. Welcome to DeFi Crypto Talk, where we talk everything DeFi and cryptocurrency space. If you're new to the channel, welcome. For all my subscribers out there, welcome back. Let's dive into it. So as you can see, I have the drip token price chart up, and we've been ranging in between the $6 and $8 range. Been there most of the day today, just around the $6 range, and looking good though. Haven't dropped below that, so still holding steady. And I wouldn't mind if we would stay here a little bit longer so I can accumulate more and build up my drip bag. Moving on to my faucet, I have currently 333. I just hydrated actually today, and then I plan on adding some from other projects such as Elephant.money and a couple other projects so I can add into my faucet and inch my way ever so closely to that 1,000 deposit. That 1,000 deposit range. And after I know I say this a lot about the 1,000 deposit range, and once I hit that as a goal, but I never really thought specifically as to why I chose 1,000. I don't know if I think I may have saw that, and getting your guys' opinion. What is your opinion of a drip whale? Because money means different amounts of money mean different things in different countries and different places. So like my bag right now in some countries is the whale status, whereas here obviously we always look at like the millions or something like that. So just comment down below, let me know what you guys think. But anyway, don't know why I chose 1,000 on the deposit, and but I'll just stick with it as a goal, and then after that obviously I'm going to continue on after that and build up my bag even further. So jumping right into the point of the video, the reason why I made it was so I was reading through some telegrams, some chats, and I know we've been in somewhat of a slump as of late, waiting on the animal farm to launch, waiting for everything to come back online, the drip UI, all this great stuff that we're hearing about, but nothing's really come out yet. And what I'm seeing is a lot of people starting to get a little bit bearish, starting not necessarily flooding the project, but just venting frustration over things that haven't been getting done. So what you have to ask yourself, and what I ask myself, is am I prepared to, when I invest in these projects, am I prepared to ride it for the long haul? Now, prime example of this, I've told you guys before, I've invested in the drip garden, and I invested when it was about $5 or $6, and it was about I think I had about 4,000 plants. So that's upwards, that's a lot of money if you really think about it. So $24,000, $20,000 to $24,000 into the garden. Now if you look at my garden value now, after that, it's gone all the way down to $3,400. Now some would say I am quote unquote wrecked, but there's a difference here, because the garden's still paying me $114 per day, and at one time I was getting $1,000 per day. So and then what I started doing is I was investing a lot into the garden, and then just compounding and not taking any profits out. But eventually what I did was I took some out, and I was taking them slowly, very, very cautiously, but slowly. And as you can see here, my wallet ROI is currently at 48%. And then this is even updated because I have way more plants to this now. But so it's probably a little bit higher. But overall, even after I ROI on this, guess what? The garden's still going to be paying me out, and it's still going to be going. I mean, I keep bringing it up, and I brought it up in previous videos, but Stun and Breezy, prime example, he brought out, and shout out to him and all the other YouTubers out there pushing drip, and some other good projects. But he brought up BNB Miner. It's been going on for over a year, and it's still paying out what it said it was supposed to do. So I think that's the case with the garden. But when I invested that money, I knew that once I invested it, I was not going to see it again, as in I couldn't just pull it out directly. And and that was just sort of my mindset. So I already had a mentality of the long term with this. Now granted, we had some delays, Animal Farm was paused, and then we had where this whole dog situation now, with the dogs crediting, so people are unhappy about that, and I get that, and I feel for you guys, I really do. But at the same time, I look at it as it's a long-term investment, and if you were to, if I were to thought that I have lost my money or thought something bad about a project, I would be happy to know that I have it in this project, because I know eventually that, you know, it would actually grow, and I would probably ROI, and if not, you know, far exceed my ROI. And nobody knows when this launches, when the animal farm comes back online. Nobody knows, you know, what's going to happen with the piggy bank. I mean, we all have been in this project for a while, to include Drip, and being realistic here, you know, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. I'm just like everybody else. I want to see it go to the moon. I want to see it, you know, shoot to the stars, but you know, that's not a guarantee especially in this game, in the crypto game specifically. And then, you know, are you prepared? Are we prepared? So I mean, are we prepared to, like, sort of like Hex did, you know, almost a year roughly before it really shot up? And then what about, if I keep saying it, we're right here on that little graph. So, you know, that's the things that you got to sort of think about. I mean, the good news is, like, I checked this, and I saw this because somebody posted it in the Telegram group, and I just started using it. But it gives you an idea of, like, how many new players you had today, fossil players overall, new players this month. So pretty nice to see, good tracking. So we're still gaining people in these projects. So it's just a matter of Forex just releasing all the good things that he has talked about in AMAs. And I think we're going to see some serious price appreciation. But we also have to be prepared to let the process work. So let him implement it, and then also let it start to catch on and build, because we are in a bear market. So, you know, that definitely has some play into, you know, the successful launch and the successful gamesmanship, the gains of people just hopping on board and coming into the animal farm or the Drip network, the faucet. So yeah, so I just want to put a video out there, just, you know, sort of talking about how I feel about things, and, you know, just being realistic on things, and knowing, you know, and then just want to get your guys' opinion. How do you feel about that? You know, going long term, or, you know, are you in this for the long term? Are you in it just to take your money out and just go to another project? You know, because I'm starting to see a couple people starting to say this is a scam, and especially on some of my videos. I don't know why, and I always ask them to clarify, and I never get an answer. So, but, you know, I always see that, but I'm at the same time, I'm like, this is a long-term type of investment, and all the stuff that he's putting out in these AMAs is not going to happen overnight. So it's going to take some time. So what I'm saying is, just be prepared to wait a little bit. But you know, the golden egg, or the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, is there for those who are patient enough to wait for it. So, but in the meantime, we're still getting paid 1% daily. I'm still getting my payments coming out of the Drip USD garden. So everything's looking good. I'm still getting paid via the piggy bank. I mean, and I can still come over here and look at all my, you know, all the money that I'm pulling in from each and every one. So I'm still happy. I'm still going to keep in the projects, but I just want to put that video out there. So let me know what you guys think. And that's the video for today. So please comment, like, subscribe at the very bottom. I appreciate everybody's time, and I will see you on the next one.